Okay, so the time is 9:42 a.m., July 4th, 2025. So at the rate we're going, it's endless arrest of Heidi Granger. Hopefully they won't do it again. And at the rate we're going, it's endless trips to court. Don't forget, I've got the violator. I'm a violator, remember, for the cardboard boxes, which I'm going to go to the court for that and go meet Harold and film it. I don't want to, but that's facts. That's what I'm going to do. That's facts. They summoned me to court for that. And we got the second summoning in a violent terrorist compound. The city's going to take control of that, claim the violent compound that stockpiles chemical poisonous military gases. They're going to claim it as theirs and drag that literal property into their city freaking court. And we're going to, no, they've already done it, but we're going to do it again. So I've got a second summoning. This is all we do, the same thing all the time. And I'm going to sit here, just like I have been this whole time since I've ever entered into this property. And I'm going to witness IEDs being shoved and crammed under the floor and everything else horrific. I don't want to talk about all the horrific shit I witnessed because it's not good for my mental health. Okay? What I want to say, and I'm putting it in writing. When the cops come to arrest me today, I hope they don't, okay? I can't believe that they keep coming here, but that's all we ever do in this town. Remember that they walked through the front door and that the lemon fresh air spray is like permanently there. This is day 4 and it's stench level 6. I have to surpass 1 through 5 because what they're doing in that front door with that air spray, lemon fresh, I've never seen or witnessed anything like that in my life until I lived here. The intensity of the stench of lemon fresh air spray, and it's just overpowering and overwhelming, all encompassing. I'm not exaggerating this. Presence of lemon fresh air sprays. Your brain as a human being, that's all you're thinking. When you unlock that gate and walk in is lemon fresh air spray has overpowered. I'm not kidding about this. I'm so serious. It's overpowered all your cognitive thought. You're not thinking nothing but, wow, lemon fresh air spray. It's all your brain's gonna think for a good 2-3 seconds, and then you'll take steps in and your brain will start its cognitive thought process again, and you'll think, okay, I'm here, I'm walking in, I'm here to arrest Heidi Granger. Let's go up the stairs. Let's knock on her door. Here's our handcuffs, here's our guns, here's our boots. I'm telling you, any human being, including myself, that's all you do when you go into that. You unlock the gate and you stand in that corridor that I filmed with the Proud Boy that day, the Proud Boy that spit at me from across the street. Latin King, he's a Latin King member. That's all you think. So I want the public, I'm putting it in a writing so you can read it. When the cops come to arrest me today, they're marching with their boots right over that lemon fresh air spray, and that's how intense it is. And that's the level of criminality here. It doesn't stop them, they don't care, and this will be on film. Another arrest. And I'll come out because wherever they think they're hauling me, I'm not a criminal and I'm not crazy. Those are two things I am not. I'm not a fucking bad guy. I'm not criminal, and I'm not nuts. All right? Nothing loco going on here with me. All right? Okay. So what they're arresting me for is false and illegal. It'll be on film. And they marched in over lemon fresh air spray. It's not air spray, it's coming from the floor. And the body there's been human remains there. This is day 4. Have been baking in the sun endlessly, day after day, baking in 90-degree heat. Yesterday it started to smell moldy. M-O-L-D-Y, moldy. It's fucking horrendous here. I know they'll walk in, that's all we do. But this is what I want to say in closing. So after they cuffed me, dragged me into one of their marked squad cars, I get out because I'm not a criminal and I'm not nuts. I come back after a series of days, about 3-4 days, hauling me in and out of a terrorist cell. I'm so traumatized, I can hardly talk again and again. All we'll do is later on go to the courthouse. Dude, do you get what I'm fucking saying yet? Is anyone listening to this? That's going to be next, and that'll be on film, and this literally never ends. And the whole time while I'm here, no matter what, there'll be poisonous gases and all this horrific shit that causes me not to be able to talk, like the lemon fresh and the moldy, and I can't fucking talk this all the time for my mental health. It'll never fucking end. Remember, the last time I went to court, it was so bad with the chemical poisoning. I remember it, but I'm not going to sit here and restate all of it. It was one of the worst gas attacks ever. I have like a range of top 5, top 10. I was racing to the bathroom for 2 hours, easy. They were targeting me, it was clear. Every room, everywhere, I was just being gassed to the moon and back. I raced to the bathroom every 5, and then it slowed down to every 10 minutes. And by the time I walked out the door to the courthouse, this is the first time we went. For a man that's still alive, remember that, he has been declared dead, but he's still alive. And the woman down there is a terrorist who I filmed and I've witnessed doing massive violent felony terrorism. One of the things I stood right in the hallway and watched her do was carry an IED down the stairs with a Latin cop. He was a police officer. He's Latin, Spanish. Okay, so anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't end. It doesn't matter what I witness, what I film, what I do. They're going to keep coming. It'll never fucking stop. I'm certain of that. That's why I'm saying this. When they come today, they're coming over the lemon fresh air spray. Remember that. So you know, dude, when you're watching them as I film them arresting me, where everyone's on Instagram, remember what they walked over. Dude, it's horrendous. The mold, human remains, is about stench level 4. The lemon fresh air spray has stayed at a steady 7. You can't even put it in a 5 range. And they're going to march in. Of course they are. I'm waiting for them. Do I sound like I'm being sarcastic? No, I'm flat out serious. That's all we do. I'm waiting again and again every day. I wait to be arrested in here. For either they're going to say I'm loco, or they're going to say I'm a terrorist. I'm the one doing the lemon fresh. Look, I'm not the terrorist. I don't even quite know what that lemon fresh is. But you can't be arresting me legally for that. They're the ones that did it, the cops. It's all false arrest. But it won't end. So when I come back from false arrest, this is what I mean. So the first court summons, the first time I went, the poison didn't stop. I had to go gush poison out, and it was extreme pain. We'll talk about it. I'll never forget it. About 15 minutes before I walked out the door, they just wouldn't stop. It was unrelenting. By definition, unrelenting. But 30 minutes, because I'll never forget it, I remember. Before I walked out the door, this house reeked of multiple dead bodies, stench level 8. We had to surpass 1 through 5. So I left this property that was in the civil courthouse that day, that ended up on YouTube and everywhere else on social media. I left this property with a house full of absolutely rancid, dead bodies, and chemical weapons warfare. And what are we doing? The same fucking thing all over again. Okay, and remember, when they come to arrest me today, it's every day, so just remember this. Today and tomorrow, and the days coming forevermore, when those cops march through that door, they're marching their boots, their cuffs, the guns, everything right over that lemon fresh. That shit will throw you off. Your cognitive thought of, what am I doing? And it's subconscious, but cognitive, it goes away, because that lemon fresh is all you're thinking about. You're thinking, holy fucking shit, lemon fresh air spray. Whoa, wow, holy cow. So remember that when they march in with their boots.